on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clemens, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clemens, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show. Yo.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Wednesday edition of the Morning Show. Today is the 3rd day of July, the year 2024, a day before the big election here in the UK, where all predictions are that Labour is going to be having a massive winning, a landslide and a massive majority, where everybody is doing their best to make sure that the opposition are doing their best, especially, no, I wouldn't call it the opposition, the government in power, that is the Conservatives are doing their best to make sure that they stop that. But do you think all the effort that they put through will be able to change their fortunes? That is the question on the lips of most people. And if you are going to be voting, why are you going to vote for a particular person or a particular party? Why? Let us know all that during the course of the program, because tomorrow is a D-Day. By 7 a.m. the polling stations will be open and everybody can just troop in to go and vote. But there shouldn't be apathy, because if you think that, well, it's a done deal, so I'm not going to be voting, your party might end up losing. So you get on and go and do your national duty, go, patriotic duty, go and vote. All right then. So I remain yours sincerely, the one and only Archie. I'm going to be bringing you everything that you need to know from archaeology to zoology from now to 12 o'clock.
This is the morning show with Archie.
All right, then, but let me say good morning to my producer, Mr. Francis Gaye, for his able making sure that everything works nicely before I got in, and everything ready to fire on all cylinders. That is his doing. And you see my appearance and everything. He makes sure I look perfect on the camera and everything. Yeah, so everything is accredited to him. So if I'm not looking good, it's accredited to him. That's why you say, all right then. So let me say good morning to you, Moses. So Moses all the way in Nigeria. Massive good morning. I hope you are enjoying Nigeria. And Bishop Adesina, good morning. Anthony Adedeji, good morning. Tassino, good morning to you as well. Pastor Momo, good morning to you and to all the RBS staff who work with Bishop Adesina. I salute each and every one of you. Also, let me say massive good morning to the one and only Mr. Olayemi Koiki, Kojo D, Felix all the way in Aberdeen, Mr. Malik Dramani Mahama, and all you folks. Mr. Yawin Tamafriye, massive good morning to you. Rachel, good morning. And as many of you who tune in each day to listen to us, Mr. Yawin Tamafriye, massive good morning to you all, and welcome to Mr. Buobo of the MPP, massive good morning to you all. To all the various political parties here in the UK. When I talk about that, I'm talking about the Ghana ones as well. I salute you. Samuel Ekwa, good morning to you for the and everyone who is shouting, making some noise because he thinks that they are not being treated fairly, or they think that we are doing the right thing. So we need the support of everybody. Let your voice, and let me say massive good morning to you and well done. More grease to your elbow. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And let me put it this way, all protocol of the Reverend Michael Esiama, I salute you. Thank you for that wonderful time this morning on the Power Hour. It will be coming your way tomorrow morning again. Command your morning. If you're able to command your morning before you leave the or get out of your house to go and do whatever thing that you got to do. All right then, so let's crack on. Well, by way of program, I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast, and then we move on to the travel updates. Then we take you on Global Trotting, where we tell you everything that is happening from across the globe. Thereafter, we continue to bring you the details of all the stories that we've looked at. And then at 11:45, the lines are open for you to add your voice to the discussions. At 12 o'clock exactly, we bring the curtains down for the end of the program. So in the gist, that's what's going to happen today. But remember, the program will not be void of music. I'll try to chip in some music during the course of the program. So wherever and wherever you are, whatever you are celebrating, yes, good morning to you. Morning to the money man himself, Mr. Dan Tabiri. Nana, yeah, good morning to you. Yeah, Adubia, Mrs. Evelyn Tabiri, massive good morning to you. And my girls, Adwa, Asida, Ishira, and Abina, massive good morning to you all. I hope you are all doing very, very well. Okay. So the quote for the day says, the choices you make today will determine the consequences you reap tomorrow. The choices you make today will determine the consequences you reap tomorrow. So if you decide to just be sleeping, put your hands in your Labaton tide and be chilling out, well, tomorrow, remember, you've not sown anything and therefore you cannot reap anything. Well, that's the consequences for you. But if you get up and though the odds are against you, still try to plow on, and as Felix will say, and do your best in there and see what happens, and you leave the rest to God, well, that is it. That is it. So you know at least you sown something, and definitely when it comes to reaping time, you might be able to reap something. Okay. That's just by way of summary of it all for you. But this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Now let me take you straight onto the weather front. It's all happening here on the weather front. A mixture of weather. I'm not sure exactly what is going on. But let me tell you, for the UK, this afternoon will start largely cloudy with spells of rain, but cloud and rain will clear east for most, leaving sunny spells and the odd showers. More frequent showers in the northwest. It's going to be breezy as well. Tonight will become largely dry with a lengthy clear spells for most. However, blustery showers will continue to affect northwestern areas. These heavy at times, strengthening winds as well. Now, when it comes to London and the southeastern part of England, where I'm going to be specific there, this afternoon will start cloudy with a few spells of rain. Any rain will soon clear, leaving it largely dry. Cloud will start to break up into the evening too. A breezy day with strengthening winds expected as well. Now, this evening we'll see variable cloud with a small chance of a shower in places. How overnight it will turn dry and increasingly clear. Now, it's going to be breezy. Total temperature is going to be 18 degrees. The lower is going to be 11 degrees. Light rain, yes, and gentle breeze. Now, pollen level is going to be high. UV level low. Pollution low as well. Sunset 21:20. And sunrise for tomorrow morning 04:49 hours. And that is by way of the weather forecast. Now, I'm going to be taking you to the travel updates. And as we saw on this platform, keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads as we keep navigating our promise, our bond. So what is happening on your travels? So on the travels this morning, well, the central line that's on the underground, the central line has got past suspension, severe delays. Let me put it all together. No service between Woodford and Epping while they respond to a fire alert at Debden. Severe delays between White City and Ealing Broadway, Westlip, Ruslip, and between Leytonstone and Woodford via Hainault due to signal failure at Stratford. Minor delays on the rest of the line. Now, tickets are being accepted on London buses, London Overground, Elizabeth Line, Chiltern, Great Western and Greater Anglia services via any reasonable routes. The district line is also suffering some suspension there. No service between Tennham Green and Richmond, while Network Rail fixed a track fault at Gunsbury. Alright, the rest of the line have got good service. The Elizabeth line has also got no service between Hayes and Harlington and Heathrow due to a failure of station equipment. Minor delays between Paddington and Reading. Valid tickets are being accepted on London Underground services. Good service on the rest of the line though. Okay, the Northern line is also experiencing minor delays due to an earlier fire alert at Clapham Common. That aside, all the other underground lines are running a good service. London Overground has got past suspension. No service between Richmond and South Acton due to a track fault at Gunsbury. Now, London Overground tickets are being accepted on London Underground via any reasonable routes. DLR is running a good service, and that brings us straight to the London Tram Link. Minor delays between Arena and Elmes and due to a shortage of trams. Good service on all other routes, though. Well, so now let's move on to the major roads in London. Let me tell you what is happening there. But continue to keep your eyes on the roads as we keep it navigated. A40, Central London Red Routes and North Circular A406 are all experiencing serious delays. You can avoid it. Do your best to do so. The Riverbus is running a good service. London Cable Car, good service there. And that brings us straight to the final segment of the travel update. That is the National Rail. What have I got for you there? Keep your eyes on the roads. Yeah, cross country has got minor delays. Great Western Railway, minor delays. Heathrow Express, severe delays. Merseyrail, minor delays. Northern Rail, minor delays. And ScotRail, special service. So, as I will say once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's take a commercial, and once we come back, we continue with the show. Don't you go away. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right then. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
You are listening to Star Radio Morning Show.
Welcome back to the program, and let me say good morning to my girl. I hope you are doing very, very well, sir. Wherever you are listening to us from, massive good morning to you, and thank you very much for joining in on the program as well. Okay, now let's crack on. Let's go global. Trotting, telling you exactly what is happening from across the globe this morning, wherever you might be. It is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And as we do, let's kick off from Nigeria. And what have I got news for you? Well. Southeast governors are to meet Tinubu over Nnamdi Kanu's release. It's one of the stories making the rounds. Is there going to be anything different from what has been, where the northern elders are saying, no, we don't want that. You shouldn't do that. Well, now why businesses won't survive at 30% interest rate? Dangote is saying, it's looking at it that, well, businesses are not going to be able to survive at 30% interest rate. Yeah, it thinks there is no way there as well. NNPC declares state of emergency as Dangote refinery date to commence fuel supply nears. That's NNPC has declared a state of emergency on crude oil production and will embark on a mission to address the challenges. Now, why are they doing so? Saying that emergency, whatever it is, declaring a state of emergency, because if Dangote oil refinery is going to come and then it's going to, get more products on the market, what is wrong with that? Okay. Fresh crisis looms in tertiary schools are some of the stories making the rounds there. And reps probe CBN 1.12 trillion naira anchor borrower scheme, and NESA 215 billion naira agri loans as well. They are probing it. We'll see what will come out of that. You want more houses? Government alone cannot solve the housing challenges in Lagos. Governor Sanwo-Olu is saying. So what is it doing to help private entities to be able to put up these edifices? And again, the question is, would they have the necessary inspectorate seeing to it that everything that is put up is not one that will collapse just a matter of time, as one has happened in Abuja? Once again, now 5-story building owned by former governor Okorocha has collapsed in Abuja. 5-story building belonging to the former governor of Imo State, Rocha Okorocha, has collapsed along Amadu Bello Way in Abuja. So this and a lot more coming away from Nigeria. As and when we have any more, we'll bring to you the fore. In the US as well, a Senegalese family of 5 that were killed, the perpetrator, a Colorado man, has been given 60 years behind bars. And then other stories there. The finance bill fury. Nairobi streets on fire. The Kenyans are still not backing down on that quest to stop their president from implementing that policy. We'll be bringing you more on that front. Are they going over the top? What more can they do? And again, on the Mauritanian elections, 3 people are said to have died post-election protests in Mauritania. And anti-government protests clash with riot police in Kenya. As I did say, more going to be coming your way from there. In Ghana as well, NDC shake up Central Region with suspension of chairman and assign Central Secretary. We'll be bringing you more on that as well. There's been consultation to ensure MPP accept Napo. Afenyo Makin is saying as the running mate for the flag bearer of the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Okay, is it Mahmoud or Muhammadu? Okay, all right, whichever it is. All right, then in other stories still from Ghana as well, Dami heckling, judges' anger and winding answers. The lowdown on Richard Jacquet's final day in the witness box. We'll be bringing you more about that. He's doing everything possible to bring the man down, but it looks like the die has been cast. Now, leak tape report. Atecha wanted foreign material incorporated. A committee source is saying it was doing its best to bastardize the IGP or give a dog a bad name so that it can be hanged. But well, other members of the committee decided nah. So lawyers for the Inspector General of Police in the leak tape saga have challenged claims by chairman of the parliamentary committee which probed the matter, Samuel Techa, that members are divided over the findings. And they say we are all together. Election 2024, EC must prepare for cyber attack. Africa Center for Digital Transformation is saying cyber attack from who? From where? Interesting. It's going to be an interesting one. But wherever you are listening to us from, this is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, in other parts of the world as well. Potentially catastrophic hurricane Beryl moves towards Jamaica. We see what is going to happen there. And then Biden blames jet lag and travel for poor debate performance. Well, so if anytime he has to travel quickly to come and make a decision or come and make a speech, he's going to be doing that because of jet lag. That has go far enough. Okay. I'm not a church boy. RFK Jr. respond to sex assault allegation. Okay. And that's one of the stories making the round. What the Supreme Court's immunity ruling means for Trump. Trump is saying it is a victory for democracy. Really? 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 When people have gone to cast their votes and they say this is what we want, and you say no, because it wasn't for me, we will not take that. A Syrian attack Turkish troops after anti-migrant riots. Okay, lots more going to be coming your way from there. This is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK and your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Japan top court says forced sterilization is unconstitutional. Well, if you think these people, you know that I'm not saying because of poverty, but maybe their mental health or maybe their physical health. Let's put it that way. And therefore, government looks at it and said, if they are allowed to reprocreate, what's going to happen is it's going to be a burden on government. Already we are struggling, so let's put measures in place. People like that will not give them the opportunity to do so. And somebody will say that you are playing God, you can't play God. So allow everybody. So everybody just get on with it like rabbits, and then let's see whatever happens. I think that is something that needs to be reconsidered. But what do you think about all that? That others are saying no. All right, in other stories as well, Labour likely to win landslide majority. Tory MP concedes before even the match commences. An MP is conceding. But what do you think? It's not just an MP, it's a cabinet member, right? Other stories. Jeffrey Donaldson arrives at court to face new charges because the judge says that, well, he thinks there is enough case to take him to proceed for a trial. So, well, that's what's going to happen. Jay Slater's mom tells of agony as searchers fail to find son. Where is he? Where is he? And that stems from the there is a discussion that I've been saying all the time, that when it happens that we go to people travel and all that stuff, they don't want to abide by the rule. You go to drink, and then I'm not saying that when you travel, don't go and enjoy yourself when you go on holidays. I'm not saying that at all. You want to enjoy yourself, but you need to be able to control whatever things that you are doing, because if you're not, then what happens next is that you're going to have there's a tendency that what has happened, you decide to go on a walk when they're saying that, well, that the next bus that was going to be coming in 2 hours time, and you say that but for that I'm going to be walking, which is going to take you 11 hours plus to get to a destination, and your mind is not, you are not yourself, because you are a bit tipsy, all right, or a bit drunk, and therefore you cannot make decisions and look at everything, and now the burden, the pain, or the agony that parents are going through. Wow. This is a lot more going to become your way. That's why I say that when you go on holidays, whilst you are enjoying, make sure your eyes are open. You don't just throw caution to the wind and do whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio. 60 minutes past the top of the hour. We're going to take a musical break. This is from Tudora Gospel. It says, "Before I formed you." Who is speaking? God is speaking. He said, "I knew thee." Enjoy it, and I'll be with you in a moment. Stay tuned.
Hear me now, He is the God of creation, the mighty one of Israel. He holds the sun in its place, He calls the stars one by one. That's the God who made you, He has called you His own. Yes, He has.
This is Starr Radio UK.
God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you are, He knows when you're gone. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you are, He knows when you're gone. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I call you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, yeah. Listen now. Say a righteous man's steps are ordered by God. So in times of trials, lift your eyes to the hills. He that keepeth Israel, He will watch over you. What they meant for evil, my God will work for your good. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're down. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're down. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I called you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, yeah. Now if you believe that, come on, let's say this to the world. He knows my name. He calls me friend. I have the key. He's on my side. Come on, He knows my name. a living God in a scene again. He knows when you're up, he knows when you're down. These are his words, let every man hear. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, rejoice, lift your hands up, give him praise. Cause he knows, yes he knows. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bless, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now exactly more to 11:23. And it is the Wednesday edition of the morning show. So in the next 37 minutes, I'm going to bring you everything. Add some music to it as well. How wonderful would that be? Yes. But you can join me and see to it that you let your voice also be heard on the program. So wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. This is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well. So now let's crack on. Information coming from Nigeria this morning says that the Southeast governors are to meet Tinubu over Nnamdi Kanu's release. It said the Southeast Governors Forum has announced its intention to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. In a communique issued after a closed-door meeting at the government house in Enugu on Tuesday, the governors resolved to meet with President Bola Tinubu. Now, Kanu, who faces terrorism charges at the Federal High Court in Abuja, has been in detention since his arrest. His re-arrest in June 2021 and subsequent repatriation from Kenya. Now, governors from Imo, Ebonyi, Abia, and Anambra, Hope Uzodinma, Francis Wifuru, Alex Oti, and Charles Solodu attended the meeting hosted by Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State. The forum not only aims to secure Kanu's release but also address the pressing issue of insecurity in the Southeast region. The forum resolved to visit Mr. President to discuss pressing issues concerning the Southeast region. The forum also resolved to interface with the federal government to secure the release of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. Uzodinma, the chairman of the forum, said while reading the communique. During the meeting, the forum received a solidarity visit from a delegation including former President Olusegun Obasanjo, former Commonwealth Secretary General Emeka Anyauku, and the Obi of Onitsha, Alfred Achibe. Also, the forum discussed a reviewed report of Southeast Security and Economic Summit held in Owerri, Imo State in September 28, 2023. They committed to implementing the report's recommendations related to security and economic integration in the region. In a somber moment, the forum expressed condolences to the people of the Southeast over the loss of former Minister of Science and Technology, Ogbonaya Onu. The forum established a burial committee with former Senate President Pius Enyim as the head and former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi serving as secretary. Now, this marks the first public announcement by the Southeast Governors Forum regarding their plan to seek Kano's release since his rearrest and repatriation from Kenya. Despite repeated appeals from the Southeast leaders, including Governors Soludo and Mba, the Nigerian government had previously ignored requests for Kano's release. Now, notably, the Court of Appeal in Abuja ruled on October 13, 2022 that Kano's rendition to Nigeria violated the country's extradition treaty and its fundamental human rights. Although the court struck out the terrorism charges against him, the government later appealed the ruling, leading to a Supreme Court order staying the execution. So with this move, do you think the president will give a listening ear, or it's going to be one of those things once again where we know the president, the court have said one thing, the DSS are doing whatever thing that they want to do and doing everything, and was it this week the court ruling that the DSS and its authorities have never impeded the free hearing or the human rights of Nnamdi Kanu and all those bits that had gone on there. But what do you think about all that? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Updates from Nigeria. The chairman of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has raised alarm over the latest interest rate of 30% as announced by the Central Bank of Nigeria, saying that it is detrimental to businesses in the country. Giving a keynote address at the opening session of a 3-day summit organized by Manufacturers Association of Nigeria at the Presidential Villa Abuja on Tuesday, he said businesses in the country cannot cope with it. Recall that the CBN Monetary Policy Committee in its recent meeting increased the monetary policy rate to 26.25%. Dangote recalled the good old days when manufacturing thrived in the country, stressing the importance of encouraging the sector to reduce import dependence. Now he said, but as all of us can testify, our manufacturing sector has declined over the years and has largely failed to provide the jobs it was expected to create for our teeming youth. It has also increasingly lost the strong linkages to it once had with agriculture and mining sectors, which, if it had continued, would have resulted in increasing food security and energy self-sufficiency. We may all recall thriving manufacturing concerns across the country like Starr in Bauchi, Leyland in Ibadan, Anamco in Enugu, Fiat in Kano, Volkswagen in Lagos, Peugeot in Kaduna, Osogbo, Delta, Jos and Katsina Steel Mills, Jebba Paper Mill, etc. Now, these and many more have since joined the graveyard of dead manufacturing concerns. Clearly, therefore, there is an urgent and imperative need for us to rethink our manufacturing, noting that import dependence is equivalent to importing poverty and exporting jobs. He highlighted the necessity of reliable power source supply and affordable financing for industrial growth. The Dangote called for protective measures for local industries, asserting that there is no industrialization without protection. The business mogul advocated a secular economy model where economic activities remain within the country, benefiting all sectors of society. He affirmed that industrialization is an inescapable road to sustainable and inclusive economic growth and human development. In his address at the occasion, Vice President Kashim Shettima said the federal government is working with Manufacturing Association of Nigeria to come up with an actionable roadmap and policy framework that will refurbish the nation's manufacturing sector. He assured that if presented, the roadmap and policy framework will be speedily implemented to affect the needed changes that will revamp the economy. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories as well, the NNPC have declared state of emergency as Dangote refinery date to commence fuel supply nears. It says that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has declared a state of emergency on crude oil production. Now, speaking at the ongoing 2024 Nigeria Oil and Gas Energy Week in Abuja on Tuesday, the NNPC Limited Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari declared a decisive move to address forces and challenges hindering crude oil production in the country. According to the NNPC Limited boss, Nigeria can conveniently produce 2 million barrels of crude oil daily without deploying new rigs. He goes on further to say, Kyari highlighted delays in procurement processes as significant hurdle and called for swift action to streamline operation and enhance efficiency across assets. The NNPC Limited CEO outlined medium to long-term strategies, including replacing outdated crude oil pipelines and introducing a rig sharing initiative with partners. That is information that is coming through. Furthermore, Kyari reaffirmed NNPC's limited commitment to investing in a critical midstream gas infrastructure such as the Obiafu, Obrikrom, Oben, and Ajeokuta Kaduna Kano gas pipeline. He believes the projects are pivotal for enhancing domestic gas production, supporting power generation, industrial growth, and overall economic development in Nigeria. Now, Hatem Al-Gais, Secretary General of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, was also at the event and underscored the continued importance of oil and gas in the global energy mix, with oil demand expected to reach 116 million barrels per day by 2045. Well, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Yes, and now we are moving on to some other stories making the rounds still in Nigeria. The Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities has said it will commence industrial action from tomorrow, that is Thursday the 4th of July, if 4 months' salary owed its members by the government were not paid. The academic board handed down the threat in a communique issued after a 48th regular National Executive Council meeting held at the University of Benin City in Edo State. The communique highlighted several critical resolutions and concerns affecting its members and Nigeria's university system. Like addressing the issue of unpaid salaries, the NEC expressed deep dismay over the federal government failure to honor the salaries agreement, citing selective payment as some unions were attended to while others were neglected. The union noted that despite assurances from the government's officials and the suspension of the previous warning strike earlier in the year, its members remain unpaid for 4 months. So what is the government going to be doing about that? Well, monies. The House of Representatives on Tuesday mandated its Committee on Nutrition and Food Security, as well as the Committee on Agriculture, Production and Services, Agriculture Colleges and Institutions, and Finance to investigate the alleged misuse of the federal government interventions and agriculture funding by the central bank, the Nigeria Incentive-Based Risk Sharing System for Agricultural Lending, the Bank of Industry, that is BOR, and other agents. The decision of the House followed the adoption of a motion on the alleged mismanagement of government agriculture initiatives and funding for departments, agencies and government programs outside the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Responded by Rep. Chike Okafo, the member representing Ehime Mbano, Ihit, Ubama, Obowo Federal Constituency of Imo State. Specifically, the committee were mandated to thoroughly investigate CBN's alleged mismanagement of the Anchor Borrowers Program, that's the ABP, for which 1.12 trillion naira was to be disbursed to 4.67 million farmers involved in either maize, rice, or wheat farming through 563 anchors. Now, how is that all going to be panning out? Those are some of the stories making the rounds. But the issues of Nigeria never goes away or never goes down. And one of it is Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State on Tuesday said that the state government cannot solve the housing problem alone, but promised to bridge the deficit in the state. Now, Governor Sanwo-Olu revealed this during the commissioning of Lagos Building Investment Company and the Rising Lagos apartment in the Amuwo Odofin local government area of the state. He said, I must commend and congratulate once again the leadership of the LBIC and our public-private partner, WGC, for their dedication, for their innovative mind, and their promotion of excellence in bringing these projects to fruition for our citizens. Let me reiterate that the government alone cannot solve these housing challenges in Lagos. We will keep exploring innovative solutions. We will keep forming real, genuine partnership. We will keep investing in sustainable development to ensure that as much as possible, as humanly possible, every Lagos resident that deserves has access to decent and affordable housing need. I think if somebody who is homeless or somebody who is struggling with accommodation, they will love it. But the issue is, do we have the necessary agencies, that the regulatory agencies that see to it that if a license is given to somebody that go on, just put up a building here, the infrastructure that is being put up is robust enough, strong enough that it is met all the necessary criteria to, for public usage. Yeah, a 5-story building belonging to the former governor of Imo State, Rocha Okorocha, has collapsed along Amadu Bello Way in Abuja, according to the Nation. The building collapsed around 9 p.m. yesterday, sending panic to the entire neighborhood. In a swift reaction, the personnel of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command immediately cordoned off the entire area. It was gathered that the collapsed building was under renovation. Eyewitnesses said some persons might have been trapped in the building. There is a possibility that there could be some people inside the collapsed building who may have died. I saw 2 people being pulled out from the rubble now and taken to the hospital while rescue operations were ongoing. However, in the statement by the spokesperson of the command, Joseph Ade, 3 persons were rescued from the collapsed building. 3 victims were successfully evacuated from the collapsed building and rushed to the hospital for medical care. Well, listeners, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's take a break. We come back and we will be looking at some of the other stories making the round. Stay tuned. Don't you go away. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 002 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medase.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on straight to some of the other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. The Mauritania election took place in peace. However, just days after Mauritania's presidential election, at least 3 people have died in clashes between security forces and protesters, authorities have said yesterday. An unspecified number of people were reported injured. Demonstrations broke out in the capital and elsewhere across the country late on Monday after President Mahmoud Al-Ghazani was declared winner of the poll. His comfortable victory in the first round gives the former army chief a second term in office. But the second place candidate and renowned anti-slavery activist Biram Da Abeid on Monday denounced what he described as a massive fraud and claimed the result was falsified. He promptly called for peaceful demonstration and peaceful gatherings. Authorities said security forces confronted demonstrators in the southern city of Kaidi, the country's largest and an opposition stronghold with an overwhelming black majority. Demonstrations also broke out in the towns of Nodibu, Rosso Zuret, and Bagi. All also obeyed strongholds. Now, following Monday's clashes, mobile internet access was blocked as authorities vowed to arrest those behind the violence. The Electoral Commission, which includes representatives of political parties, has dismissed opposition claims about voting irregularities. Now, 3 international election observers missions also said in their preliminary statement on Monday that voting was held in a peaceful and transparent atmosphere. Now, Ghazani has been accused by his opponents of corruption and mismanagement, but remains popular among Mauritanians who see him as a beacon of stability. For centuries, Mauritania's economic and political elite of Arab and Amazigh people enslaved black people from the northwestern Sahara. Now, Mauritania outlawed slavery in 1981. The last country in the world to do so, but human rights groups say the practice continues. You catch my drift now? Well, it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, Tunisia is set to conduct a presidential election on October 6, as confirmed by President Kais Saied's office on Tuesday. It remains uncertain whether Saied will run for new 5-year term following his initial election in 2019. Saied, an expert in constitutional matters, assumed complete authority over the nation in 2021, governing through decrees after removing the prime minister and parliament, resulting in the imprisonment of many of his adversaries. He successfully implemented a new constitution through a referendum in 2022, establishing a presidential system alongside a parliament with restricted powers. A statement from Saied's office on July 2, 2024 announced that summoning of voters for upcoming presidential elections scheduled for Sunday, October 6, 2024. The political turmoil triggered by his power consolidation has had a significant impact on Tunisia's economy, with a 15% unemployment rate and approximately 4 million citizens out of the country, 12 million population living in poverty. Furthermore, a crackdown on media has led to the prosecution of over 60 journalists, lawyers, and political opponents, as reported by the National Union of Tunisian Journalists. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. So I'll come your way from the African continent still. One final one from Africa. From Africa, we'll move on to Ghana quickly, and then we can touch on other stories. The protests continued in Kenya's capital and elsewhere on Tuesday over a finance bill that will raise the cost of living, even after the president said he would not sign it in the wake of the storming of parliament last week. Now, police fired tear gas at protesters in Nairobi as many businesses remain closed for fear of looting. The main highway to Kenya's second largest city, Mombasa, was closed as protesters lit bonfires. Now, while there are concerns that President William Ruto might change his mind and sign the finance bill before next week deadline, some protesters are calling on Ruto to resign, accusing him of bad governance. Now, one of those protesting is Roger Olu, 26, homeless, unemployed, and with nothing to lose apart from a bird of prey he found abandoned, and who has been with him for the past 3 months after he found it abandoned. Like his bird, whom he has named Johnson, Olu lost his mother in 2011 and began living on the streets the same year. He is frustrated with how Kenya's government is operating. Well, do you think that will bring about any changes with their truncheons like this thing? I think when they hit your head one with that, be rest assured that you're going to be collapsing. But ladies and gentlemen, this is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on to other parts of Africa as well, this time around in Ghana as well. The National Democratic Congress has announced the 1-month suspension of its Central Regional Chairman, Professor Richard Kofi Asiedu, and its Central Constituency Secretary, Sadiq Broni Yeboah, over allegation of anti-party conduct. Now, this decision came after a high-stakes meeting with the party's National Executive, the Functional Executive Committee, FEC, and its Central Executives. The meeting focused on the withdrawal of Norem Shaibu Mijima from his position as the party's Assistant Central Parliamentary candidate due to allegations of immoral behavior and anti-party activities. Mijima's suspension followed an investigation by the NDC Central Regional Functional Executive Committee into complaints against him, including accusation of impregnating the wife of the party's Assistant Central General Secretary. However, after a recent meeting at the party's headquarters in Accra, NDC General Secretary Fifi Kwete declared that the letter originating from the Secretariat of the Central Region and is purporting to withdraw the candidacy of a said Assistant Central candidate, Comrade Mijima, and further suspending his membership of the party is now void and stands withdrawn. He confirmed accordingly, Comrade Mijima remains the NDC parliamentary candidate of Assistant Central for the upcoming general election in December 2024. On June 28th, the regional FEC initially issued a letter suspending Mijima for 6 months while the Regional Disciplinary Committee reviewed the case. The NDC leadership then summoned the Central Regional Chairman to address concerns that the withdrawal of Mijima's candidacy violated due process. Well, so it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Another story that I cannot touch on. Problem with free SHS is practical implementation, not legislation. And that is what Professor Ajay is also saying there. ECG fully complies with cash waterfalls mechanism for the second time. More going to be coming your way. And Supreme Court to hear Richard Sky, Dr. Amanda Odre and Gay lawsuits today. That is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Also, Opoku Prempe, aka Napo, the Ashanti region, known as Stronghold for the governing New Patriotic Party, is preparing to host the official unveiling of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe as a running mate to Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. This was announced by the national organizer of the NPP, Henry Nana Boache, also known as Nana B, in a recent Facebook post. The NPP is expected to provide details soon regarding the event where Dr. Opoku Prempe will be formally introduced. Do you think he's the right person for that position? That is another story. Now, in other stories, the ambulance case, the climax of the cross-examination of the third accused in a Tuforsen ambulance trial may not have produced anticipated fireworks, but certainly delivered some noteworthy moment. Richard Jakpa, the chief executive officer of Jakpa Business, the brokers of the deal between the then John Mahama government and Big C Company Limited, producers of the ambulance, had been in the witness box for the past weeks. That concluded his testimony on Tuesday. July 2, 2024. The over 1 hour cross-examination of Richard Japa by the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Godfrey Dame, produced same interesting soundbites, particularly between Japa and the sitting judge, Justice Efiase Wasare Bochwe. The cross-examination focused on the legitimacy of the deal between the government of Ghana and Big C, the quality of the ambulances, and the financial benefits Richard Japa derived from the deal. On area of contention between Godfrey Dame and Richard Japa during the exercise was the day the ambulances arrived in Ghana. Godfrey Dame, armed with an exhibit, insisted that the first set of ambulances arrived in Ghana in December 2014, contrary to Richard Japa's claim that the ambulances delivered in batches of 10 first arrived in 2015. Well, whether it's 2014, 2015, were there ambulances that arrived? And if it was your mother's money, not your father, your mother's money, will you leave it for it to go through all that? And wouldn't you find something else to do so that it can be operative? And wouldn't you get them to do whatever? Well, lots more coming your way from there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. In another story as well, the plot to oust the IGP, the leak tape, it has emerged that the chairman of the special committee is set to investigate the IGP leak tape as Samuel Techa allegedly brought foreign materials to the committee for incorporation, which was rejected according to the committee's sources. He said it never had attended any of more than 4 meetings that took place after his proposal was rejected, despite being notified by the clerk to the committee on every occasion. The source said the committee reported his abdication to the Speaker of Parliament, Abdon Bagwin, who summoned him to come and explain his behavior. He never showed up. The committee therefore continued without him, as members present formed a quorum each time and agreed on all issues unanimously. So is that what happened there? Quite an interesting one, right? Right. Now, well, it's quite an interesting one. This is Ghana for you. A couple of stories coming from there. Now, this one too. Lawyers for the Inspector General of Police in the Lake Tape saga have challenged claims by chairman of the parliamentary committee which probed the matter, Samuel Techa, that members are divided over the findings of the report. The Buakwa South lawmaker claims some members of the committee do not agree with the recommendations and findings of the report, despite the fact that all members except him signed the final report submitted by Parliament. Well, because if you were not coming and if the Speaker of Parliament summoned you and you failed to come, now what is the need for them to be waiting for you? But in another story, before we rush in to bring the program to a close, security analyst Dr. Adam Bona has stated that the Economic Organized Crime boss Mami Tiwa Dudankwa has called to threaten his family. Now, speaking on a program this morning, Dr. Bona wondered why Madam Tiwa Adodankwa should call his wife instead of dealing with him. She actually called my wife to threaten my wife, children, and me. I thought that for someone of her caliber who has been put in charge of public office to do that, I found that very appalling, and so I'm going to make a formal complaint to the CID for her to be questioned, Dr. Bona stated. The security analyst further stated that the calling on Parliament to institute a probe on her office should not warrant a threat on his family. Why does she have the audacity? Why Mame Ya Tiwa saying that myself and others petitioning for a probe to be instituted by Parliament, and for that the matter and the police leak tape of her name being mentioned and related matters with regard to what we are talking, she would have the audacity not to call me directly but to call my wife and issue a threat and follow up with a message to my wife's phone threatening me and my family. Now, disclosing the content of the text message, Dr. Bona said all she said was I should stop mentioning her name, and the threat has to do with the fact that whatever she is going to do will affect myself, my wife, and my children. So my wife should tell me to be careful. Oh boy, this is a kangaroo country, right? All right then, listeners. This is Star Radio UK. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Now let's move on to one other story, a couple of them quickly, and then we bring the program to a close from there as well. And this around from the US. Now, President Joe Biden has blamed his poor debate performance last week on jet lag. Now, telling reporters that he wasn't very smart for traveling around the world a couple of times before the debate. I didn't listen to my staff, and then I nearly fell asleep on stage. He said Mr. Biden, 81, last returned from travel on the 15th of June, nearly 2 weeks ahead of the 27th June debate. The president's remarks come amid intra-party panic ahead of the November's election over his mental fitness, and after a congressman from Texas became the first sitting Democratic lawmaker to call for him to step aside following the debate. I am hopeful that he will make the painful and difficult decision to withdraw. Rep. Lloyd DeGatt said in a statement on Tuesday. Mr. Biden appeared to struggle through some responses during a debate with former President Donald Trump last Thursday. It is not an excuse but an explanation, he said at private fundraiser in Virginia on Tuesday evening, referring to his travel. He also apologized for his performance and said it was critical that he win re-election, according to an ABC News. All right, will he? Can he? Wouldn't he? Well, that brings us straight to what is happening here in the UK. But kicking off from this Northern Ireland, a judge has ruled that there is sufficient evidence for Sir Jeffrey Donaldson and his wife to face trial over historic sex offense charges. The former Democratic Unionist leader, 61, has appeared at a preliminary inquiry hearing in Newry Magistrate Court. He's accused of 18 offences involving 2 alleged victims. The ex-MP is charged with rape plus 4 counts of gross indecency and 13 counts of indecent assault. His wife, Lady Eleanor Donaldson, 58, is a co-accused. She faces 5 charges of aiding and abetting between 1987 and 2008 in connection with the alleged offences. His offences are alleged to have happened between 1985 and 2008. Both accused appeared in the dock during a 3-minute hearing on Wednesday. It was held to establish whether there is sufficient evidence to progress the case to Crown Court trial. During proceedings, both defendants were asked if they wished to say anything in respect of the charges. Sir Jeffrey Donaldson replied, "Not at this stage." His wife responded, "No." All right then, listeners, this is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Tomorrow is a D-Day. But the Works and Pensions Secretary, Mel Stride, has said he accepts that that polls are pointing to a massive Labour majority, the largest this country has ever seen. But Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has tried to play down those remarks, saying he's fighting hard for every vote. And Keir Starmer says Stride's comment amount to voter suppression, claiming the minister is trying to get people to stay at home rather than go out and vote. The Labour leader is sticking to his message that if you want change, you have to vote for it. Meanwhile, Ed Davies says there is no ceiling on Lib Dem ambitions as his party seeks to win over voters in the Tory heartland. The SNP are reiterating their message that the election in Scotland is on a knife edge. The newscast election day-long program will be aired, and therefore make sure your dials are logged on and then follow all the proceedings from there. But ladies and gentlemen, this is why I bring the program to a close for today. It's been a pleasure coming your way. It's been a pleasure coming your way. My apologies for that. My image was missing then. It's been a pleasure coming your way. Until I come your way tomorrow with another edition of the morning show. That's going to be election day 1. It's with me, Archie. But enjoy this tune from the Zongo Man. And what does he say? He says, use the ballot box, go to the polling station, and give them a bloody note. When that song ends, you don't hear from me. It's with me, Archie, saying, have a top of the day. And bye-bye for now.
ballot box. Use the ballot box. Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose.
Thanks for listening.
It is your right. If you have a vote, you've got power. So every man have a vote. Every woman have a vote. Use the ballot box. Use the ballot box. Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Take no lies, take no bribes, take no promises, take no sting, take no sound bites, no slogan shouting. Use the ballot box. Use the ballot box. Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Don't use violence. No military coups. No intimidation. No harassment. Use the ballot box. Use the ballot box. Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station